What's up guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at 10 of my favourite skin concepts from the Smite community. These were all taken from Reddit, so I'll leave links to the post in the description for those who want to take a closer look. But in no particular order, let's get right into it. I also just want to mention that I've got a bit of a cold, so if my voice sounds fucked, which it does, I apologise for that. Let's get right into it. First up on the list, we've got a cool Norse themed skin for a Willix, the Northern Rider. This skin changes Suku into a more Arctic themed panther and makes her clad in like traditional Nordic winter clothes. I like that this skin really challenges a Willix's default design and changes so much about it, changing it from that kind of Mayan jungle theme to a snowy Norse theme. I do think it would have been cool if Suku would be a direwolf instead of an Arctic panther, but it's still really cool and I guess more true to her lore and stuff, but it's still a really awesome skin anyway. I couldn't make a skin concepts video without including at least one meme skin. At number 9 we've got XX Edgelord XX Susanoo. That's legit the name of the skin, by the way, just take a look. This skin turns Susanoo into a turtleneck-wearing edgy weeaboo, complete with a fedora, trench coat, and rainbow fanny pack, and of course, sandals with socks. Oh, and I almost forgot about his weeaboo Bastet t-shirt. This skin was eventually going to come out, considering his edgy as fuck in-game quotes and the fact that he's Japanese, but overall, this skin is just a work of art and must be added to the game immediately. Just bask in the greatness of that neckbeard. Back to a bit more of a serious skin at number 8, we've got Forest Guardian Guan Yu. The amount of detail that went into this skin just amazes me. Like, not only does the base skin look super awesome and detailed, the mount is like just as detailed as well and fits super well with the skin. The colours and design fit really well with the druid theme, as there are like leaves and branches weaved into Guan Yu's armour and the saddle of the mount. I bet the ability effects would look really cool for this skin too, maybe like a glowing green effect on Talo Assault and like roots extending to the allies healed by conviction or something like that, which could be really cool. Though I think a lot of people might get PTSD because, you know, it's Guan Yu being a guardian. Next up, we've got a Thoth Plague Doctor skin. I know we already have a Plague Doctor skin in the game for Izanami, but I couldn't resist including this one for Thoth in the video. To be honest, I think the theme fits Thoth much better than it fits Iza, but that's just me. There's the obvious feature of the mask, since it fits Thoth's bird face pretty well, and his tomes look really cool too, as well as like the cloak with the dark raven feathers. I imagine if it were implemented, it would have a voice pack similar to the one that Vizier Thoth has, but obviously changed to sound like it was through a mask. It's just a shame Izanami kind of already has this skin idea claimed for herself, otherwise I'd see no reason why it shouldn't be implemented into the game. It's a really well done skin. For number 6, I've picked the Phoenix skin for Jingwei. This skin doesn't radically change her model or anything, but it doesn't need to. The colour scheme is really bright and vibrant, which is usually favoured by most people when they're looking for a skin. The armour is actually really detailed when you look at it closely, as well as the wings having that cool like yellow glow effect. The thing that really sold me on this skin though were the ability effects that the artist provided. Like the one being a swirling firestorm looks so damn cool, and the idea of potentially like turning into a phoenix for her dash and her ult is something I've never seen before on a skin. I imagine at the very least she could transform into a phoenix for her passive when she's flying over, but if it was possible it would be cool to have her dash and her ult transform her too. And number 5, I've put the obligatory Chef Vulcan entry. I know this idea has kind of become a meme at this point within the community, but there are still so many people, including myself actually, that still hold out hope for this skin being added. I know Hi-Rez said they weren't going to do it, but there's been some community uprising in an attempt to get this skin to the game recently, so obviously there's the meatball reference for his 3, but the other parts of the skin are really cool too. Like the pasta maker for his turret is a pretty unique concept, and the mini brick ovens on his back are awesome too. Not to mention the whisk for his prosthetic leg. Like, whether or not this skin will ever get added, the concept is really cool, and hopefully if it ever does make it into the game, they'll take inspiration from this concept. And number 4, we've got the Hattrick Naja skin. While the skin isn't anything insane visually compared to some of the other entries on the list, it still looks great, but the main thing that drew me to this skin was the theme for it. Immediately after seeing hockey player Naja, I just knew this was going to be an awesome skin. Like, having the ring toss be a puck that bounces between targets and having his spear be a hockey stick are both great ideas. But the thing I thought fit best for the skin was the skates, since Naja already skates on the Windfire wheels in game. Changing them to ice skates makes total sense, and really fits his theme. I really don't know why Hi-Rez hasn't added this skin in some form to the game yet, but I guess we'll see. I promise, this is the last nature themed skin on the list. Jingchen's Sap Fruit Hollow skin just seems like the perfect fit for a dude with a torso face. It really taps into the treant type of thing, with him being kind of a living tree with a face on the wood. The combination of the stone, dirt, bark and grass on this skin go really well together, and the tree sap, at least that's what I think it is, in his mouth is a nice detail. Also, on the topic of details, the fireflies at the top where his head once was are awesome too. I know the nature themed skins are a bit oversaturated currently, and there's already been another on this list, but I had to include this one. The artwork is just amazing. Next up, I've got the Poseidon Miner skin. Someone could tell me that the Kraken is a giant mining drill bursting out of the ground, and I'd be sold on this skin already. It's a pretty simple concept for a skin, but the addition of the ability pictures gives some life to it, and and gives you a better idea of the overall skin and how it would look in game, rather than just the art for the skin itself. The whirlpool being gears turning into saw blades for auto attacks look really good, and the lamp for his staff is pretty cool too. While it's not as flashy as some of the other skins on the list, I think this will be a great addition to Smite. No skin concept list will be complete without a skin for my boy Kuzma though. The Kuzma bot skin for him features him as a robot, or in a mech suit, I'm not sure which to be honest, along with his kappa. The picture for the animation of his wound sold me immediately on this skin. Firing a robot kappa out of his chest is probably the coolest animation I've ever seen in the game. The animated GIF the artist provided really brings the skin to life as well in my opinion. It's just a shame there wasn't a GIF for firing the kappa. The shell spikes being drills is a cool idea as well, like presumably they would pop out when you activate the ability, or maybe they just get bigger or like start spinning up when you activate the ability. The skin would have made the list anyway, but the kappa ejection mechanism was what really sold the skin for me. Thanks for watching, let me know what your favourite skin was from the video, or any others you thought should have made the list. I might make a part 2 later on if there's some other cool concepts that I come across. I think my favourite will be either Kuzma bot, Edgelord Susano, or Miner Poseidon. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this from me in the future. That's about it. Peace out, nerds.